Vladimir Putin. Moving on now, though, and India and the Philippines are friends by choice and partners by destiny. These were the words of Prime Minister Narendra Modi as Philippines President Ferdinand R. Marcos visited India. The visit came a day after the two countries conducted joint exercises off the Philippines coast. The two countries have reportedly signed 9 pacts, including on declaration and implementation of strategic partnerships. The talks also revolved around the armies, air forces and navies of the two countries and for cooperation on peaceful use of outer space. India and the Philippines are celebrating 75 years of establishment of diplomatic relations, and the two leaders released a postage stamp to commemorate the occasion. Let's now listen to what the two leaders have had to say about their strategic ties.
इंडो-पैसिफिक क्षेत्र में शांति, सुरक्षा, समृद्धि और रूल बेस्ड ऑर्डर के लिए हम प्रतिबद्ध हैं। हम अंतर्राष्ट्रीय कानूनों के अनुरूप फ्रीडम ऑफ नेविगेशन का समर्थन करते हैं। अगले वर्ष फिलीपींस आसियान की अध्यक्षता करेगा। इसकी सफलता के लिए हम पूरा सहयोग देंगे।
The economic sphere has been a steady engine driving our ties for 7+ decades. True to our strategic partnership, Prime Minister Modi and I have charged our economic teams to shepherd our commerce, now at the $3.3 billion in the last year, towards a continued upward trajectory and expanded baskets of goods. To this end, we have decided to expedite the work that we are doing to forge a bilateral preferential trade agreement.
Well, joining us to discuss these meetings and these strengthening ties, Ambassador Mahesh Sachdev, a former Indian ambassador, joining us live from Delhi. Ambassador Sachdev, thank you very much for joining us. How significant could this alliance be for both India and, of course, the Philippines?
Thank you for having me. I think this alliance has a far-reaching potential. The 75 years of bilateral ties have been cordial and smooth, and the people-to-people contact, trade, etc. have grown. Now, the two countries have decided during the visit to raise the level to strategic ties between the two sides, which has its own meaning. 13 MOUs and agreements were signed, out of which at least 4 relate to defense. Air Force to Air Force, Navy to Navy, Army to Army, and Coast Guards to Coast Guard related ties are to be boosted, among other things. And one would also like to suggest here that the two... Hello?
Hello, yes, we can hear you fine, Ambassador.
Yes, that the two sides have to navigate the turbulent waters of international diplomacy. Earlier, Philippines used to rely on United States for its security. The treaty has been abandoned or substantially abridged. Bases have been surrendered in Philippines by US, and the United States and China are negotiating trade deal in great secrecy, and we do not know where would it all lead to. President Trump has been a bit equivocal about South China Sea situation, where Chinese claim to have 9-dash line as their seaborne boundary, which Philippines had taken to the tribunal under the UN Laws of the Sea Conference, and the tribunal had ruled in Philippines' favor, saying that China's claim does not have any basis in the international law. But to implement that particular ruling, Philippines would have to go to the UN Security Council, where China would have a veto. So it's a non-starter. Now, earlier President Duarte tried to play China against United States, tried to have best of relations between the two, but that didn't work out, and the Chinese aggressiveness on the bilateral border dispute has continued to exacerbate. So Philippines is looking for other anchors that would strengthen its position, and it finds India as one of such countries.
Yes, absolutely. Sorry to interject, Ambassador Mahesh Sachdev. We are unfortunately out of time, but thank you ever so much for providing such great insight there. We stay in India now and